Hello, hello. Welcome back to Denmark in EU5. I'm Brachiosaurus, your host for today. One update is that I have gotten a new graphics card for my computer, turned up the settings a little bit, and it looks a lot nicer and smoother so far, so hopefully we'll see that as we go along. Seeing some nice towns and forests, and just the zoom is much smoother than it used to be. It's 1510 in game, and the Reformation just popped off. It's starting off here in Valenciennes in the French or Wallonian, the Picard Low Countries. So I expect to see it spread a lot into France and then maybe into northwestern Germany and the Netherlands, the Low Countries here. We'll see how that goes and see what that has in store for us. I think we're going to play it pretty. We're going to wait and see what happens and how much of that reformation comes to Denmark before we make any decisions about it. In the meantime, I think we're just going to be taking it slow and easy a little bit. Taking it slow and easy, building up the country and continuing to explore and expand our colonies. Just looking at our subjects down here, Warren still exists. That's one we should annex. They don't need to be around. I did notice that our fleets are getting some attrition, so I am going to put them on patrol orders so that they'll go home. This is the Skagerrak area. We'll put them on that. Send them off to do that. Cuba. Our explorers have departed to explore Cuba, which is excellent. We should also send someone, maybe over here, to explore the Western Caribbean. We'll send them from Bohio, it's nearby. Excuse me. Not the Bohio market, but just the city of. And we will pick, yes, Ingvar Johansson, who's pinging us over here. Genoa wants to purchase military access. Be my guest. I'll take your money happily. Our incomes are dropping down quite a lot. I've noticed that our Diplo spending is very high. So I'm just going to dial that back. We don't need quite so many diplomats. We're not having any vassal problems. We'll remind them all to be supportive. Growth of Copenhagen, accepting commoners. We'll take them. We are not drilling our armies. We can canonize a saint. We were looking for someone in our family line, I believe. Yeah. I think we'll take Hakan the Dubious. He's the only one who I can really remember. Died 300 years ago. All of these others died before memory. Hakan the Dubious. The Extorter. Stedden has CBs on us. I am going to try automating building. I think. Ooh, Eskikawaki. Eskikawakik, I think that is. They will join next door. They will join Kchipu Puktuk. Kchip Puktuk. Just like that. Very easy to pronounce all of these, as I'm sure you can see. No problems. Where were we? I do want to try automating buildings. Let's put it at maybe 800. And then let them automate that. And we do have RGO automation on, but I don't think it's doing anything. Well, Warren was quick to join us. We'll take him. We should move our controller along. Move him to increase control in the dog. We'll pay for some progress. But get him increasing control down here. Lutheran preachers. We are getting a ton of Lutheran preachers. Look at this. They're just moving in. Moving right in. All of these Lutherans. I didn't invite them in. They're moving in over here as well. Are they moving in? Maybe not as much in Austria and Hungary. But it seems like we're getting a lot of them. If we look at the religion map mode, we're not seeing any effects of them. Just yet. I'm going to minimize that. I don't need to see all of them. 24. Yikes. We do see a few of them in the capital here. 132 Lutherans. More Orthodox, but some. That was a quick mission in and out for the Western Caribbean. Let's start exploring these areas. We'll send him. He's a land character. We'll get somebody to explore the Gulf. And should we explore? I guess we should get rid of this tile. We'll try sending him from the other direction down from Cape Spear. We'll send Ingvar there. We do have maps of Cuba now. What does Cuba have for resources? Chili, tobacco, cocoa. Nice resources, but nothing nothing insane. Some good copper down here. How's their natural harbors? Havana is, of course, no surprise, a world-class harbor. So is Guantanamo over here. Oh, and we got Jamaica as part of that too. Jamaica, quite good with dyes, fish, medicaments. I hope these provinces have enough food to grow. They do look a little bit short on that sometimes. Let's... Ooh, Havana is a huge province. Let's get Havana colonized from the capital. Let's get Jamaica colonized as well. Also from the capital. Ingvar Estridsson died. He was old. He's not the one we were exploring with. A firm hand. We get some subject income. This guy is a fool. We're going to send him off to be a clergyman instead. Exiles in the Kingdom of Poland. These guys are leaving for Poland? Yeah, how dare they? Nud av Copenhagen. Oh, our main explorer returned with maps of the Hudson, the New York area. A lot of fish, marble, maize. Nothing too incredible. New York itself is a level 100 port. So I think we will colonize this as well. We'll send our people in. And we'll set up a new colony down here in Manhattan. Mannahatta. And let's explore nearby. We'll send them from Cape Spear. And we'll send Bjorn the Explorer. We do have an expedition off for these two, I'm pretty sure, because they're blacked out. They should be gray. Yeah, New Brunswick and Quebec in 11 and 23 months. Meanwhile, the other European nations are more interested in the African coast. I'm fine with that. More of the New World for me. We do have opinions going up with this guy. This one is ready for annexation if I wanted to. Ostro-Smaland. They're ready. They've fully converted. So I think... Are they going to have decent control? Yeah, they'll have good control. They're right beside a port. Let's start the annexation of them. Now let's move control along. We do need a minister of control. Ooh, why do we have an Andalusian Catholic down here? He's got good stats and he's young. He would make a good controller. Who else do we have? Albert Estridson from the Crown. Works for me. And then we'll move him along to Westmec. Encourage the encomienda system. The matter of the native population is of key concern to us. We must ensure that natives under our care are protected from hostile neighbors, become properly civilized, and practice the true faith. Our plan is to charge our colonists with this duty, wherein each colonist will be given a number of natives to tutor and protect. This is obviously not something that people will do for free, so the natives will provide a number of days of labor to our colonists in return. This is an excellent development, is it? 10 years of raw materials output. I like that. It does sound a little bit slavish, though, which I'm not such a big fan of. Oh, we do have another set of provinces here that we should take for ourselves before somebody else does. He's our ruler's great nephew. Can we get a marriage with Castile or with Aragon? Just a courtier in Aragon. Claims on Hungary and Naples there. I think we'll get somebody closer like Julich. Petition for redress. The nobility against the commoners. Our commoners like us 72 and our nobles like us 62. Well, we'll take this one because it's a net 5 loss. Is this all one? Yeah, this is all one island chain, one set of provs. Clear maps of New Brunswick. Let's take a pause and have a look at this. Furs, legumes, medicaments. Nothing amazing in the north here. Maybe Labrador will have something. Maybe there will be some mineral resources. Oh, we can send them from the homeland. We're getting quite a few Andalusians joining our court. I wonder if it's because Granada got annexed. I thought that happened a while ago, though. And do they still have one province? Who's this? The Sultanate of Morocco with a foothold. Okay, we do have a parliament. Let's go for Copenhagen. Training fields, maybe. We get a lot more free infrastructure there. Free buildings are good. Free pops are good too. One or the other. What is a training fields normally? 200. We need masonry for them. I think we'll wait on the training fields. I'm not feeling too bad about the manpower situation. We can get naval support here. We can get capital economy. Always like more of that. And then that's probably it. Feels like it might be a decent time for another CB against Sweden or Norway. Is Sweden still allied with... Hold on. 5 support from there. And a new colony over here. They can join Kjipak. Sweden, they were allied with Poland. They are not anymore. They're allied with Lithuania, who will be pushovers. And we do have enough to ask for a CV. So I think it might be time for that to really put the dagger in Sweden and finish them off. I'm gonna take it. Let's see if we can't take kind of like all 4 of their next provinces there. And then maybe like these few around the Oslo area from Norway. So we'll go for a claim on Upland, the capital region. They are maxed out, so we'll move him to Lübeck. Coming of age, our ruler's great-grandson. It's a lot of grandsons down the line. We've got... Sure, we'll take a marriage with Aragon. Who is he? He's the ruler of Hesse? I'm not sure why his people are available like that for marriage, but we'll take it. Okay. Military is in possession. So they'll always join. Failed to get the census, that's no problem. We're just doing it for the pop growth. We are up to 2.4 million, steadily growing. Here, let's go down to speed 4 and let it play out a bit. I don't want the finder. The Battle of Stockholm, we barely noticed them, but they had 2,800. No, that was us. We beat 4,700. That's rough. The colony of Manhattan. We will create a new colonial subject. And I think we'll colonize Long Island for them as well. I don't want to get too far into it while we're at war. Kind of expensive to be sending all these colonists out. Let's get these 2 fleets and send them over to help with the siege of Stockholm. Not that we need it, just that we can. Where they are engaging us at sea. Let's see if we can't take some more of them. Sinking 4 ships and a heavy ship. Poor Lithuania. It's a lot of resources down the drain. Sweden has a group of levies up here they'll be made short work of. We do have a siege commander in charge there, the friendly dog. We'll take the progress. New law, battle leadership law. An army is only as good as its leadership. An incompetent general can be the bane of their nation, while a military leader of great prowess will be known and feared on every battlefield. We can do meritocratic for a tactics boost, free subjects boost, and a loss in noble satisfaction. We can do noble command for noble estate recovery, so they don't stay mad as long, but we block lowborn commanders, and we gain aristocracy. Or we can go for ruler general. Ruler must be a commander during war. Gain legitimacy. Gain centralization. This seems like a good one. We don't really need this centralization at this point though, because we're all the way over here with some centralization to spare. So I think we'll go for meritocratic to get the tactics boost. Tactics helps us, yeah, take less casualty basically. It works against the discipline of the other side, I think. Here, we'll ransom these guys back. We got 10 ducats. Oh, Lithuania coming to invade my lovely little vassal. I don't like seeing that. Let's get our armies down here, ready to cross over and visit Lithuania. We lost one ship. What is... I don't want to lose ships. Are they just taking a ton of attrition due to winter? God, we gotta get out of there. Losing ships for nothing. That's terrible. I thought we should have access to that naval range for sure. But I guess not. What do we have dock-wise down here? Isn't there a dry dock? No. We don't have the coastal fort yet. Okay. Okay. Are these guys healthy enough to support an invasion? Not really. Maybe I can group up these two. Let's send these guys back home to Copenhagen. They might heal up more there. Let's find our naval range. Military access, naval range. Let's bookmark that. See, this is within our naval range. So I'm not sure why we're taking so much attrition. It must just be... yeah, it must be due to the winter. Max winter level, normal winter, naval attrition +5. Yeah, so we just take attrition permanently. That's not nice. In any case, we'll get these guys over there. And then we'll come across and make a landing. Are they on the boat? Are they too big to embark? Yeah, they're a little too big to embark. There are 4,000. Those can embark. We'll get them out here. We'll take this town. And then we'll move up and continue our push for this fort area. And then we'll bring our second army over, and then the remnants. A gifted translator. The exploration of southern New England has been stalled for some time, but recently the camp of Bjorn Eriksson was approached by a member of the Pekutug, speaking in somewhat broken but understandable Scandinavian. He says that a Danish person visited his village many years ago when he was little and managed to learn the language then. It seems unlikely since we're the first ones coming across, but he offers to help establish further contact with his people and adds that he can also help create a dictionary of his language, claiming that it would be a very useful tool to have. I'm sure it would. He's got some decent stats too. Fund the dictionary. There's no need. Or he joins our court. I don't think we need him to join our court. We've got some good people. Okay, let's get back over to Stockholm. Consort has died. How tragic. We'll get these guys ashore. What are the provinces down here? Okay, so this occupation should get us a lot. Let's move up on this fort then. And then this one is all one province. We do want to come across 10% of taking 5% attrition each day. Can't move them if we've accidentally clicked on the wrong guys. Oh, Sweden coming down to engage us. That's not acceptable. We'll have to sink you. Failed colony of the Leeward Islands. That's not acceptable. Both sides taking casualties here. A lot of levies and men-at-arms mixed in here. Levy knights, levy infantry, cannons, peasant levies. Yeah, I think we'll be able to take them, but not unscathed. Let's have a look at our other ships. They're still repairing. Denmark wins 1,300 casualties to 3,500 for the Lithuanians. We are at only 32% war score. I think a big part of that is because we have all of Lithuania in this war. Wolfhild von Uthlade. She's got a good stat line. Who do we have who needs a bride? We do have Hakon coming of age soon. And we do have another grandson, Leonard, who is not married at all. Maybe we should get him connected with... Oh, Oh, she's got some stats too. There's a couple of these Uthaldes. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's get these stats in the family. And then we'll save the other one for the other grandson or great-grandson. Even the cogs are taking damage. Here, I think we want to upgrade Breckney to a town because it has a good port, so it can be a control point for southern Sweden. And we'll get some proper harbor facilities in there too. Okay, can I peace out Lithuania yet? No. They're back with a mixed army. Bjorn has returned with maps of New England. Vasta Smallland annexed, and then Vasta Gotland, you'll be next. And then we'll have a nice... We'll get rid of these 2 Denmarks and probably just have 1 title all over. That'll be good. Okay, 1 siege complete. Let's put some boys. Let's refill the garrison. And then let's head north. Yeah, you guys go ahead and... Oh, they're not going to sit there. They're going to come up here. Oh, they're going to leave there. They're going on a wild, wild run. These 2 navies are getting pretty beat up. I'm going to pull them back to Odense for repairs. I don't want to lose anybody there. Let's get them back down, take the province. Lithuania still refusing peace. I don't want to split up in Carpet Siege because they do have a sizable army running around, even if it is a lot of levies. I don't want to risk my smaller forces, a small stack, getting caught by them. I would like to see them try and re-siege this. Yeah. What is the defensive penalty? It's +1 for the attackers. The colony of Montauk. That's Long Island. We'll send them in there. Our share of the world. Our expansion into the new lands of Massapequa has not passed unnoticed by the people of the Kingdom of England. They are also expanding their holdings in Menagisong. Are they now? Are they? In Prince Edward Island? And are quickly becoming a competitor for the best land and harbors of the coastline of America. If nothing is done, the situation will inevitably lead to a conflict between our countries as both strive to get the best trade routes and resources. Instead, we could hold a meeting where diplomats and statesmen can conceive a solution that divides the new lands fairly and pleases both parties. This is the Treaty of Tordesillas. The Treaty of Tordesillas in real life was signed on 4 June 1494 in the Castilian town of Tordesillas between the diplomats of Isabella of Castile, Ferdinand of Aragon, and King John of Portugal. The accord divided the new lands discovered in the New World and waters of the Atlantic Ocean with an imaginary line 370 miles west of Cape Verde to avoid a conflict between factions. This treaty defines the territories west of the line as belonging to Castile and east belonging to Portugal, disregarding any native peoples already living on it. Oh, we could put it in, host the treaty in the swamps of Kalundborg. Or we could meet them in London. We move towards centralization if we host in Copenhagen, towards outward if we go to London. I think that might be good. We're already quite centralized. Or towards centralization if we go there. What is our proximity? Our prosperity is 100 in both cases. We'll go for London, sure. Yeah, I don't want to pay extra to host it in the New World. So what are the options here then for the Treaty of London between King Richard III, Anglo-Irish, or King Corfitz Estridsson? Can I claim an area? Expand our colonial claims into an adjacent area. Which ones are areas? Areas aren't that big. What do we get resource-wise in Quebec? Fish, salt, nothing amazing. If I could push the English up into the north here and claim the south for myself, that would be the best. The origin of the line is Managasong. In whose favor? State of the treaty. The treaty is being discussed. I mean, if I got everything west of Managasong, that would be perfectly acceptable to me. The English can have Brazil, basically, and I get the rest. Either way, I don't know if I'm gonna... I don't know what happens to this if I convert. What are the end requirements? The situation will end when the treaty's relevance drops to 0 during its second phase. How does it get ratified? We're not sure. It's being discussed. Increases each month by 0.5. If we shift the line, the ratification gets delayed by 5. Or if we claim an area for 10 prestige, which is pretty much free for me, let's claim, let's claim Southern New England. Are these all my claims? Yeah, once the treaty is ratified, this area will be claimed by Denmark? Okay. Okay. This location is not owned by any country. Do I need to claim it then? I missed if that was an option. I thought the claims were mostly up here in Canada, which honestly I don't care all that much about, which as a Canadian feels rough to say. But we're looking for resources and we don't need a whole lot of fish. Lumber is reasonably nice, but not a big need either. I did notice we were behind on masonry, so let's just get a couple masonries built quick. Copenhagen's got people for one. There, everybody's got workers waiting. Boost up our masonry numbers. Okay, well let's ignore that for a little while and see what happens. We are still fighting a war over here. A little bit more pressing and urgent. The burghers want treasury rights, which might or might not be a good privilege. I'm really not sure. Max tax for the burghers goes down, but tax efficiency for everybody else goes up. So the burghers are paying the second most taxes. Can I max them out anymore? No. They're pretty happy. So we would lose 5% of that. That's 10% would be 6.7, so 5% is 3 and change, 3.35. And we would gain 10% efficiency for everyone else. The tax efficiency, how efficient our country is at collecting tax. I mean, it's not very helpful of a tooltip, is it? Bank interest isn't a big deal. How are the burghers' power at? Where's that? Estates. 16% power. So not too high. I feel like we could go for that. You know what? I don't think it's an equal swap of opinion, and that'll just decay over time, so I'm not going to go for it. Oh, Lithuania abandoning their siege. England have greedily expanded their claims by shifting the line. What does that mean? If we click on this, claimed by Denmark, claimed by Denmark, claimed by Denmark. What are they claiming? What is England even claiming? Oh, progress towards ratification. Well, what if we shift the line? Is it only in the northern part of the New World? Maybe I need to explore down here. Where's the line centered now? Isn't that the same place that it was going to be in? I mean, let's push it up to here. Oh, we can pick a specific province. Let's pick Nappy Teepee. I have no idea what this is doing. Like, I don't know how these claims work. I don't know. I don't get it. I feel like we should probably explore Boston here. We'll send somebody from Cape Spear. And I feel like we should probably explore something down here. We'll send him from Bohio. Do we have Bjorn available? We do. He's 59, he's getting up there in age, but we'll send him out on another mission or two. I want to see if we can shift the claims down here. We did find Maya. Not just any small group, but the whole of Maya. Apparently they're no match for us. They've got 600k. I wonder what happened to them. Let's call this episode here. We're at about 50 minutes, 51 by my clock, so thanks for tuning in. We'll work on ratifying and figuring out this treaty, figuring out what's going on down in these regions to the south that we haven't explored as much, and then continue exploring the coastline of America. And meanwhile, we do have a war to wrap up with Lithuania, Sweden, and Norway, so we'll look forward to that coming up. As always, leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy this content, and leave a comment. I love reading them all and seeing what you guys think of the game. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Cheers.